What's up? What's up? Yo, today we talking about mental illnesses and the effects on everyday life, right? So we talking mental illness. We talking everything. A lot of people don't forget what a mental illness is. A lot of people just let me see. Think a person with mental illness is crazy. I mean, some of them is. Some of them is, but you never know what a person going through in their life.
Right.
You never know what they going through in their life. But and then on top, like I think mental illness, it gets so bad. Hey, Paige Turner, it gets so bad because people don't realize like when to get help.
Right.
Mental illness, it deals with like bipolar, schizophrenia.
I
Um,
think it played a part with self-esteem as well.
you think it did?
Yeah.
Self esteem?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
because
it's
depression is a big part
right.
of mental illness.
Right. Just not happy up within. Like when you're not happy within, it lead to mental illness. Like you start doing, strange behavior on social media, or or always play the victim. It plays a part with all that. If you ask me,
You right.
like especially on social media, like you got people want to walk away
No bull.
because they pride,
It's in the
like
way.
that's on a whole different level of mental illness. Like it's easy to walk away, but the, like it's like for some reason, like
I
that person will not walk away.
I don't know. For some people, that's why it's a part of mental illnesses. Cause like when a person is depressed,
Right.
when a person have anxiety disorders, it's like pride. I think pride, having pride, too much pride or too much ego,
Idle,
that's part of
idle time too.
yes.
Idle time, like if you ain't like doing nothing with your
It make you
life,
crazy.
it make you pay attention to the wrong shit.
True.
Like a person could be so like a person could really try to compare your life that they don't have
Recollection of
no
nothing.
connection, and still try to compare it on social media. Like if you can make a person jealous, or try to judge you on your on social media.
That's part of what is it? Oh crap.
If you pay attention,
Obsessive compulsive
yeah,
disorder. Oh my
yeah,
god. When you just so obsessed with either what person, place, thing, it does
you
not matter.
you can't judge a person's life just from what they upload, and like there's no way you can like compare your life to somebody on YouTube. Like it just can't happen. But those that does, like, they the ones need to like look in the mirror and realize like I have a problem. Like you wake up and
But
you
when you
have
have a
people.
mental disorder, they can't tell whether they have a problem or not.
I mean, I'm
It's
pretty
hard for
sure
them to pinpoint it
if a
because they more worried about pinpointing somebody else's problem.
well, if they got like relatives that's subscribed by them, or around them, they should tell that person like you need to like take a break, like because
Denial.
your emotions, your heart on your sleeve on the social media, like you should not. It's nothing in the
So
world should
so
make you.
say somebody tell me, right? Say you tell me to get off social media because you have a problem and you always on here. And I say, I ain't always on here, but I'm always on this motherfucker. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And you be like, you know, you need to get off because I feel like it's gonna tear our family apart and it's gonna do this and it's gonna do that. That's a mental disorder. If
Yeah.
I especially if I say I don't see nothing wrong with it. A lot of people sit here and believe that they don't like it's nothing wrong with them. It would have to take something very drastic in a person's life
Right.
for them to even realize that. And 9 times out of 10, they will still be in denial about the situation. Paige Turner said most can involve repetitive activity like having to check a door 3 times before you are comfortable. If you don't mind, isn't if you don't, your mind isn't settled.
See
Do
that
I have
that's
no
that
repetitive disorder?
see that's like a lack of friends when you don't got people to like vent to, when you depend on, you get what I'm saying?
Loneliness? No, repetitive disorder. I think that comes from paranoia. When you gotta check the door 3 times,
I mean, see, if a person gotta feel like that and they on, so on live and whatever they do, they need, it's something they need to stop. If that lead to paranoia, a
all right.
person should be
So
a person should not be paranoid whenever they on live. You feel me? So it's something that person is doing that's making them paranoid. Like it's no, but see, problems like that. That's when the person
yes,
need to see. That's when they need to wake up and realize they doing something. They affecting their life in some type of way. Because how can somebody live somewhere?
OCD.
How can somebody live and
Yeah,
be paranoid in their house? You supposed to feel safe in your house. But if the social media, you know, was causing you to feel that way,
mental like.
if that person, like again,
All
if a
right, so
person
let
got a
me.
relative, they should tell them. Like they
All
should.
right, so let me ask a question, right? Remember that the story that I told you earlier about the boy? I don't really know if anybody hey Rhonda, I don't really know if anybody caught this story, but remember I called you and I was telling you the story about the boy that killed his girl in the parking lot, and then he went up back in the house and then he shot the boy. Like he shot the girl, then he shot the man that was trying to help the girl, and then another man came out of the car and tried to help him, but he was already upstairs in the house, and then he started shooting from the balcony. The first dude died, the second dude got hit in the ankle, and he was yelling and screaming, telling the police like, "You gonna have to kill me because I'm not committing suicide." But he had his son on the camera, like he was in the house with his son. Do you think like that was part of a mental issue,
I
or
felt
like
like what
a
they
toxic issue that was going on and he just got fed up?
so like so you found this out on live. I mean on social media, right? Right.
Yeah, because the boy was
So
live.
so I felt like if a person took it upon themselves to do something that reckless, something had to been going on behind the scene. Like,
That's what I was
you
saying.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah, I believe something was going on behind the scenes.
Because
Like,
I went into the comments, and the comments was basically saying like everybody kept saying like he had a mental disorder and all that. You feel me? And he just kept saying on the video, like he kept saying, I told y'all that I was going through something. Nobody wanted to listen to me. I was going through this and I was going through that. And then when I started reading the comments was saying how he ain't had no mental disorder. He was high on the drugs. But people don't realize drugs as well play a part in the mental disorder that people
right.
tend to, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, I get what you're
Y'all
saying.
get what I'm saying?
Like, basically, it's like drinking. Your true feelings come out some kind of way. So if the person was high, that's probably really how he felt, and he acted off how he felt. But really, he was high, and he wasn't thinking straight.
So
He didn't have self control, so he let his emotions, take over. Because
so do you believe drugs triggers a mental disorder, or the person already had a mental disorder before the drug?
I feel like people that see, that's a good question, because maybe that person realized they had a mental disorder, and that's what made them take drugs, so he can numb his pain. But
Okay.
it was really harming them in the long run because he acted off his emotion. Because even though he took that drug, he took it to ease his pain or ease his issue, whatever it is. But it still made him, cross the line by taking that person's life. You get what I'm saying? And then
So
he did
that's
it in
what
front of his kids. So it's
But
deep.
see, that's what I'm asking. Like, did he have the mental? People have mental disorders before. I do know people be like bipolar and stuff like that. But like some people, all right, for example, some people can like just go with the flow, or have friends that actually peer pressure them into taking the drug, and then before the peer pressure part, you know, they was perfectly fine. And then once they take the drug, now he bipolar, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I feel like if he, took out his baby mother, right?
Mm-hmm. Hello, Faith.
He had to been already feeling some type of way. So more likely, he probably more than likely around his friends, depressed. That's what I'm just assuming. I'm guessing because
So
we don't
do
know.
you believe that all right, not to get into the race part, right? But the shootings that was going on at these schools, right? And the Caucasians that was shooting the schools up.
Right.
Do you believe they had a mental disorder?
Yeah.
Or
maybe we should word that a little different, but I got you. I get exactly what you're saying because I know how strict it is on social media. But basically, we already know if it was broadcast, if it was like, that situation, whatever. If it was the opposite for us, the race, it would have been something like a mental disorder, something like that. So just like the last situation.
I don't think they had mental disorders.
I agree.
I believe that they didn't get what they wanted in the house, and they said, "Fuck it, Dad," and they went to the school. Now, the little boy that shot, it was a little black boy that shot up the school, and he was getting bullied. They never said that boy had a mental disability. It wasn't nothing wrong with him.
True. I don't know.
It's hard.
You just really don't know what people go through at the end of the day. But I'm not saying that's
true though. You never know what a person is going through.
But see, that should make people more, more mindful. How you interact with people out here because you really don't know what people going through. So, but I know like that situation as far as the husband taking out the wife. Was they married or
no? There was baby mother and baby father. And he never really explained, what was going on. He just went live and he was like, this is exactly what he said. He said, yo, I this gonna be the last time y'all see me. And I'm sorry, but I just killed my baby mother. He went to the window and he showed his baby mother sprawled out on the floor. And he showed the police car. And he was like, yeah, because that's a body right there, and the police, I just shot at them. And then he left out the door. And then he just kept saying, I told everybody that I was going through something. Nobody believed that I was going through something.
I think you're talking about the situation happened in Oakland, California or something like it was like in Minnesota. A hotel.
Yeah, it was an apartment complex.
I think I seen a video like that. I don't know where he was from.
But then like at the very end.
And he showed the body of the lady that he shot. I think I seen something.
He was on a balcony, like I think he was like the second floor, and he turned the camera and was like, "That's her right there. She did, And but the only reason why I personally, like me, I think he had a mental disability was at the fact that like he just like at the beginning he said the police gonna have to kill him because I'm not committing suicide because I'm going to hell if I do that. But then like close to the end of the video, he was calling the police and he had told the police. He was yelling down and he was like, y'all gonna have to kill me. Then he said, come get my son. Send somebody to come get my son. Yo, he even yelled out his door number. He was like, I'm on the second floor, apartment 234. Come get my son because I'm fitting to kill myself.
Why you send me that?
I don't know.
Because I would have been a little more, but
right.
I can definitely
he was like, I'm fitting to kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself. But before the video went off, he had got down on his knees and he started praying to God. And he was like, please look out for my baby mother that I just killed. Please watch over my son.
Yeah, let's get to it.
And I was like,
I think he had a mental disorder. I think he had a problem because, like why would he just do something like that? And then he had his son with him, so I guess at that point he just knew it was it for him.
Snapped.
Like he blacked out, and after his blackout,
he realized what he did.
So now you gotta make sure his son's safe, and that's the spooky thing about people that have mental disorder because they probably really do be blacking out, and then after they do whatever they do, they really you know, it's too, but it'd be too late.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you already made that dumb.
This happened. What's the date? Today is the 8th. So I believe this happened on the 6th. Actually, I'm gonna find the video.
Yeah, he was going through something. Cause that's like that them type actions you don't, you know, people ain't gonna just do something like that unless they got mental disorder. You gotta have some common sense to know if you do something like that, you gotta pay for it. And I'm not trying to get locked up for life. So I refuse. I mean,
like another case, the man that killed from, I think that was Baltimore. It was Baltimore.
I think I seen that video, but I seen
and he killed both of his wives.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that one. I seen.
And it was. I'm gonna be honest. I personally feel like women, and me being a woman, I feel like women. I feel like women really push a man into a mental, like a fucked up mental place. Because this man that killed this girl in the parking lot, he was technically saying that she made him snap. Then you had a black man from Baltimore who as well snapped because he couldn't see his kid, and she was, you know, accusing him of molesting his own child.
Right.
And then when he married this other lady, the other lady was divorcing him, but she was saying, if you don't leave me alone, I'm going to, you know, say the same thing that your wife said.
Right.
And he already can't see his child. So from that side, so it's like women don't understand how much you push your own man into a fucking break.
Pushing your man to making them be psycho, like psychic, like cuckoo for cocoa, like it leads to that, like it leads depression, like emotions like that can get confused and get confused with, you know, wanting to harm a person when really that person hurt. So, you know, I be telling my mans whenever I see people fall out, and sometimes people pain turn to wanting to do something to you. You know what I'm saying? Went from being sad to wanting to, you know, hurt that person. You know what I'm saying? So a lot, like he didn't have self-control. He didn't have self-control.
This I apologize, Miss Rhonda. This happened February the 5th. Brown Deer, West Milwaukee. Oh, Paige. Oh, so you know about this. It was just a woman got to understand the position that you put a man in. Especially when we talking about the children, where you got most men, well, growing up, I would say most of these men didn't want to be the daddies, and they were fucking dip. But now you got it to where the men want to be there for their children, and I feel like women really do something to a man mental when you know he want to be there, but because he don't want to be with you, you prefer to take the child away.
Right.
And then he got to do what you say, or you gonna say like y'all hold it over the man's head.
Right.
Which makes the man go crazy even more.
Yeah, that lead to depression.
Oh, so he wasn't pregnant to the. He wasn't married to the pregnant one. So it was his ex-girlfriend and his ex-wife.
Okay, so I guess both of them washed their hands with him.
He killed both of them, and then he killed himself.
I seen.
And he went live, and I was just like, "Yo, this is ridiculous." A couple of days ago, not sure where, a black man just killed his baby mama and threw their 2-day-old newborn in the river. He confessed, and some woman do right. See. It's like the like God, like mental. They say it's more females, but I believe females. We go through depression and we go through like being a narcissist as well. But far as like really mentally,
right,
men really mentally gets fucked up. And females trigger themselves. Let me say that. Females trigger themselves to be mentally fucked up. Because now you trying to figure out who gonna watch the baby, who gonna do this, and I need to get away, and I need a break, and I need this, and I need that. But if you allow the father in the life, you will get all the break you fucking need.
Right.
Real shit. So it's like these females really don't understand.
Right.
Like,
it's sad because it's a lot of female, like it's a lot of mothers out here that can't really co-parent, and they do put their baby father through hell. And you wanna know what's crazy? We live in a society where men, baby fathers, they act like baby mothers. Well, what they say, you know, what how they say about baby mothers, and the men acting more like females.
mm-hmm.
You know, as far as being a co-parent, they acting like the woman because they mad because they baby mother found happiness, happy with someone else. So, you know, by they baby father saying, you know, by them saying that, it bothers them because they used to, you know, they used to things being a certain way.
Right.
But she decided to fully let go and test the waters and found, you know, found happiness. And now the man, you know, the baby father, he in his feelings because she moved on. And she happy, but all she's trying to do is be a co-parent.
You right, because they become stalkers. Men do become stalkers and want to shoot their baby mothers up. And if you can't be with me, then you can't be with nobody. And it's just like, I don't believe. Now, when situations like that happen, I don't believe that's mental illness.
I feel like it's a mental illness whenever that person compare themselves to you. You get what I'm saying? Like they want to be that person. In other words, like they so jealous or, you know, and angry and self-hate and low self-esteem, low vibration. They start to compare.
Oh, that's
whenever they don't
one.
got nothing going on with their life. So they try to study a person by uploads, anything, just to try to make, you know, just to, you know,
it's
a form of stalking, but they them people that got real. It plays with self-hate, like all that shit. Self-hate. They not happy with themselves.
Paige Turner said that I think people have not gotten the help they need from childhood trauma. That is, I swear to God, that is so true. That is so true. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm back. I do. And you know what? I ain't even gonna lie. That is so true. Like she said, we need to stop raising our sons to not express their feelings. Guys don't express their feelings. Yes, that is true.
I agree.
Men feel like they have to bear everything and above. Right. And they can't be soft or they can't cry
like we live in a world where
statistics.
A lot of men, it's a lot of pride going on. So it's a lot of them that's very emotional, but they don't want to look weak, expressing how they feel. So that's like I've been around a lot of people, friends like that, you know, they got a lot of pride. Like they don't know how to, you know, confess when they're wrong or just speaking their mind, period, whatever they're going through. They rather just keep it in. And I really feel like that causes harm.
It do.
That really causes harm whenever you can't express how you feel. So that's something that us all need to work on. We all need to work on it because
I think everybody needs to seek a therapist.
I mean, I feel like a therapist.
I feel like if you don't feel comfortable enough with yourself to speak to others, or you don't trust them, that's number one. You need to go see a therapist.
I feel like everybody human being. So I feel like a therapist can't even tell you. I mean, they can't. They probably can't tell you. They probably can ease your stress, but they going through stuff as well. That's their
job. That's their job. Yeah. Their job is to listen.
But how will we ever know if a therapist going through something in their life.
That's not, see,
They
that's where you
can't hide
get
it, but I'm just
up. And if you take your mental and you think about the job that they took, you will have to understand that is not my problem.
I'm not knocking the therapist, but you better off with a family member that you very close to that speak your mind. Therapists is doing their job at the end of the day.
Some family members that come out and say, "Well, I told you so." Well, you don't want to hear that. I told you so, Paul.
But people know the right people to come to when it comes to that.
But
type
what
of
if you
stuff.
Don't have somebody like that? Then you go.
Then I don't think therapists the route. That's just my opinion, because I mean, I get it. They out there to help people, but that's still their job. That's their career. So at the end of the day, they have to get their check. So again, they can have their life problems. You would never know.
That's not your problem.
So if they interacting and trying to heal somebody else, they probably saying the right words to make this person feel better and make them, make the right choices. But still, you don't know. At the end of the day, a therapist, you gotta feel some type of connection, a real connection, because you got people that ain't never been in certain situations. So how can they really relate?
But feel like, you gotta understand, as a therapist and as a client, right? That's just the same as buying a car, right? When he sell you that car, you hoping for it to work. Once you buy it, that's yours. He don't give a fuck about that car after the fact, because that's your shit. He not thinking about whether or not you like the car, or whether you caught a flat tire. None of that. He worried about that sale. So when it comes down to a therapist, you're not, as the client, you're not supposed to worry about, how they're feeling in real life. Because when you become a therapist, you put your real life to the side and you worry about your client.
Right.
The client is not supposed to worry about the therapist, because you worrying about the therapist. So you gotta understand, that's why you went to a therapist in the first place, to clear your mind. Why would you put their life on your mind to build it back up? If a person
go to therapist, I get what you're saying, for real. If they go to therapists, then they more than likely have to offer with whoever the therapy, whoever he is or whoever she is, you feel me? Because they can help that person. But I personally feel like if I need, I could speak to you, or I could speak to
But you got family members that's Paige said a therapist is no sides. Your family can be biased. There's no family member right now that I can ever say on period, because behind closed door, you have your favorite brother, your favorite sister type shit going on, your favorite aunt, your favorite uncle type shit. So you got uncles that got favorite nieces, nephews, and you get what I'm saying? So I wouldn't go to a family member with my business, because I don't want to hear "I told you so." I don't want to hear "let that nigga go," or you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear none of that. I just want you to listen and shut the fuck up. Something that a therapist would do. Yeah, and how you feel about that? This is how I feel.
So, but more than likely the person not willing to put funds to to send a therapist. So you know how that go. A person will just have to figure it out within.
Or go get a book and write it down. That's how I get my feelings out.
Yeah, I think everybody. But we all in the challenge, yo. Like a lot of times we know. Like we gotta be real with ourselves, and we know our problems, our errors, like when it comes to our personality or how we interact with people.
If you don't have nobody to get it out or have a book to write it in, your mental capacity, your mental stability is going to be fucked up. I personally feel that.
And
I believe in it.
I personally feel like people need to just be real with themselves, and just whenever they wrong, they need to just own up to it, like, because you telling me a person gonna live their life for years until they old, holding grudges, or not letting go certain things from their past. Like, you just gotta a lot of people need to just wake up from that shit. Like, it's right there in front of you. It's in plain sight. People know when it's a problem with themselves, yo. They just gotta be real with themselves.
Rhonda said she's had therapy and my family is from the South. They can tell so-and-so, but not help the issue. And a therapist are required to have therapy so they don't go mental from taking in others' problem. Right.
That's it. And
so a therapist has a therapist.
That's spooky. That lets you know, like, the human brain,
Mm-hmm.
And that spirit connection, like that shit real. Like a person can explain their problems to you and you feel so pity for them.
No,
You wind
that's
up being
true.
depressed because you can't fix that person's problem.
That's what a lot
That's
of
spooky.
that's what happens though.
That's spooky.
You even got some clients that actually either fall in love with they therapist,
Right.
or they become obsessed with the therapist, start following the therapist
Or they
home.
just love hearing this person's problems. It became like a movie to that person. Like,
yep,
the therapist really
that's what happens.
bring it in, bring it in. They start telling everything about their life.
That is true, Paige. Then you'll have women in the family who hate men and will give toxic advice. Tell me about it.
It's not lying. Like, they them females that got bad past where they just think everybody the same. And a lot of men scarred that way too. Like, they don't know how to, like, some don't know how to let go and stop comparing. That's the thing. Like, a lot of couples,
I think that's
people that move on a lot of relationships, they compare to a lot. I noticed that. You could tell when somebody move around a lot because they compare. A person that compared to their past. Well, my ex did this, or my
right.
See, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's spooky. Like,
but I don't think that's a mental disorder. I think that's more like,
I think it is a mental disorder. Yes, because you're the problem, and you're not even realizing it. But every person you with, you trying to bring up your past, but that person in your past probably treated you like shit. But you still gonna bring that person up because he did something that this current person's not doing. True. You know what I'm saying? So
now, you know what I do believe is, I don't know which disorder this goes with, but I'm gonna figure it out when it comes. And yo, I don't know, but it might seem like I'm talking down on females, but I'm really telling the fucking truth. The females that got that I don't know what disorder it is, but I'm gonna figure it out. But I believe it's part of a mental disorder when the fuck they believe and that the man that they meet is supposed to take care of their heads, nails, toes, car insurance, pay the rent. They don't live there, all that shit.
That's because she ain't got too much going on, so she looking around and see who she.
But that's every dude that she meets, she does this with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find out what disorder that is.
Yeah,
another issue a lot of men have been. Yes, a lot of men been molested, and that has traumatized them, and they have a form of hate for women.
That's a good one.
That is a good one, because a lot of, you know what? That's a good. Oh, that is so good. Because you have it to, as society, do not believe that men can be molested by women. The society is just so messed up. The statistics that's out here.
Yeah.
Like a man, like they believe that if a man come in and say, she groped me, or she grabbed my dick, or she did this, or she did that,
they take it likely,
or pushed up on me, and
they take it likely.
They take it real likely, like, oh, you let a woman do that to you? I don't believe it. But things like that happen.
I know, and that's crazy.
So it's like it's trauma.
It's the masculine, like a female. They gonna, feminine, so they ain't gonna look. They can't. A lot of people can't imagine it. It's sick that stuff does happen. You know what I'm saying? Teachers getting kicked out of the school because she's smashing one of the elementary school students. Yeah, it's real. So
Paige said what I was describing is a narcissist.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure we all had experienced a narcissist. Very manipulative.
Paige said, well, daughter, women are raised that way. Women are raised with Disney at heart, waiting for Prince Charming who will save them and rescue. Yeah. That's that fucking Cinderella syndrome. For real.
I believe her friends play a part of it too.
Of course.
She's being coached. Like I was dealing with somebody who I seen homegirl was playing playing with these men's feelings. So I'm looking at it like, all right, if the person I'm dealing with hanging with this person
Absolutely.
and older,
birds of the feather, they flock together.
Tell me about it. I just knew in my soul something wasn't right about that, and I was on it.
Yeah,
it'd be right in your face. Some people be so upset with themselves because they seen it in the past and they didn't act off their intuition.
Yeah.
But then when the shit got in their face,
you still like, I can't believe it.
Nope, it. When I felt it, I seen all the flags. Her homegirl, our homeboy was a hoe. So what makes you think she wasn't he wasn't a hoe? And it's sad that it gotta be that way, but that's just what it is. We all experience something like that. You know what I'm saying? You definitely gotta pay attention to the person you love, who they're associating with.
Oh yeah, it is narcissists. It's a lot of narcissists running around rampant. And you right, Rhonda. And you know, I had really like paid attention to like other sectors of the YouTube, and you really have like the mommy sector, they be beefing.
Mm-hmm.
Even the conspiracy theories, they're beefing of who the fuck put this video out first, right. And you know, he copied after me, but I want my props type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people and the sectors, no matter what sector you go into, that bitch will fuck you up mentally. You just have to have the willpower to pull out of it and know when it's time to pull out of it.
Right. Because that type of vibration is very low. Like,
but that goes a part of, you know, being able to like mentally be elevated and be mentally strong. Because if your mind not mentally strong, that means you're weak.
It's gonna pull you in,
and it's gonna pull you in more and more and more. So it's like that. You right? I could say that.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't even want to curse like that. But like, if you on there and you really catching feelings, you need to back away, because
you got to be able to take a break.
It's lowering your vibration, yo. Like, that lead to like self-hate. Like, you start not liking yourself. Like, what is it that got you feeling like you have to speak up for yourself? You know who you are more than anyone.
Yeah.
So nobody can be online and, you know, down talk. They can do it, but it's like, up to you. But it's up to you to feel some type of way.
Right.
I feel like you shouldn't. I'm talking about anybody, because that person
you don't know the person.
You don't know them. You don't. Now, if you show any type of emotions, then they apply. When you could have let it fly. It's all about how you really. It's really how you. I'm just saying, like, it's nobody in the world should make a person feel some type of way that don't angry. Know them, that like, angry.
And then it gets to the point where, like, I don't know. For me, I can't be that angry, bro, because like mentally, it's gonna fuck your real life up, because you done got finished fussing with a motherfucker on YouTube, and now you angry
at everybody around you.
Yeah, and it's just like people don't believe, but the energy can definitely rub through the fucking computer.
Yeah, that's transmitted. That sounds transmitted.
Bro, you should never be that angry.
Absolutely not.
Ever. Which it fucks you up. Like a person that can be very, very, very hostile and very angry and over the top and, you know, just hateful.
Right.
That word hate is a strong, whether it's a short word or a long word, it is such a big word. And there's that definition behind hate. It's like, it means a lot.
I'm sorry, if you waking up
and you hate a person, it takes a lot to hate a person.
If you got your mind on this one person that got you feeling some, that's power. When a person can't go out their way and interact with people without bringing your name up, or whenever they do what they do, they want to impersonate that person. That's on a different level. That's spooky, because that's signs of hate. Jealousy. That's people that's so below.
Envy.
like
envy.
They people that's
Envy
people that
is-
nobody should show recognition to, because
when you
come on
envy
now.
a person, that is mentally like that. Yo, look, I swear to God, look it up. And being envious is part of a fucking mental disorder.
Yeah,
It is.
It is. But I'm weird because if somebody impersonate me, I would be feeling like I got fans. Like
Of
he or
course.
she wanna be like me. Like this. That's what's up. Like yo, like this person really praised me. So
Real
I don't
shit.
know. Some people just gotta wake up from it and look at it from a different
So,
angle.
all right, let me see. I don't know, because what I was about to say, like, all right, so say you have, all right, I'm trying to see how to word this. You got, how about the women? Okay, how about the women that chase after men and feel like they need a man in their life and forget about the children, don't take care of the kids, and just chase behind a man?
I personally feel like
Is that a mental disorder?
Absolutely, they need to be baptized. You need to focus on what
He
you got.
said
You need to focus
baptized.
on your bread and butter. You know, so that way you can take care of your priorities. You get what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't be no reason you not worrying about your livelihood. Like, and that's the sad part, because it's a lot of females that worry about men, but ain't got their shit together. So it's like, right, like
Ex and dads.
right now in this society, it's about survival. Like if you worrying about materialistic things,
no, I do. Wait a minute, hold on, because you got people, when you speak of survival right now, life is about survival, understandable. But when you speak on survival, you will have to elaborate on that, because people will take what you just said and they will run with it and be like, yeah, you know, I'm fighting for my life right now. I got to get this money. And that's how beef starts.
yeah,
You get what I'm saying? It's survival of the fittest. So the person with the numbers, the person with the money, the person with the most cash at the super chat, all that. But then it start fucking with your mental, because now you feel as though you gotta get these numbers. You gotta gotta make sure nobody else get cash at. So I'ma clock this motherfucker pocket, so I know for a fact that you don't get it and not get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got it to where
so
you
willing to live above your needs just to try to prove this person you got it like that, right? That's basically what you're saying. A person.
No, what I'm saying is you saying survival of the fittest.
Right.
So you have people who like will tear a motherfucker down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just for numbers. Call CPS, like use it as they content, like, yeah, I'm about to swat this motherfucker house, and then people want to hear because they part of the mess.
Right.
You know what I'm
but
saying?
See, people gotta understand, when they entertained by that, they also in low vibration.
True.
Because why are you entertained by a hater that's openly showing that that they're a hater?
Right. Absolutely, Paige. A little girl, first love is her dad. Yes, a crab in a barrel mentality, when they feel like they gotta bring the next person down.
Right.
Like nobody can be above you. Like we all can't sit on the throne together.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? If it's that,
right.
I feel like subscribers, if they fuck with you, they fuck with you, no matter what.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't like, let me get into it a little bit, because eventually I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about it. Like, the reason that I'm moving a different way from the sector that I was at was due to the fact that I just felt like everybody want to be on top. Like, we all can't be on top. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then I realized, like, in order to get your numbers, you got to do some trifling, dirty, rotten ass shit to a person in order for a motherfucker to come watch you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You really got to be dog walking these motherfuckers, and I don't have that type of energy in me.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I can do it. I have no problem. I've done it multiple. But I just feel like me being so angry all the fucking time about the bitch that I just leaned on.
Right.
Now I'm just angry the rest of my fucking day. No, I cannot do that.
Right.
And a lot of people in that sector, A lot of people in that sector, in their heart, they really feel like, oh, I wasn't mad. I'm not mad. Well, you know damn well
I'm sorry.
it makes you mad. It do. I'm gonna be honest. That's a lot of people in the sector, and I don't like for a fact. I don't like the fact that motherfuckers be fake. You can get up on this motherfucker and you still going to drag, not learning your motherfucking lesson the first time.
Right.
Like, your heart was hurt. And I ain't talking about like beefing with a person, but what that person said,
right,
it hurt your heart.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But because you gotta prove to people and your subscribers or, you know, your circle that you ain't no bitch. You gotta come back and I don't got time for that. I don't have time for that. Black people are real bad with the crab thing. It's like we don't want to see each other win. Yes. That's exactly what it is. And it's so bad because it's like, y'all, yeah, people say that shit about black people, but you allow that shit in your brain. You opened your brain up to that shit. So it's like, well, you know, it's like a jealousy type thing because a crab in a barrel ain't nothing but a jealous motherfucker upset that the next motherfucker is coming up. When all you got to do is just ask the person that's going up to take you with them. Or if y'all wasn't beefing or fussing or fighting or hating each other, all y'all can come together and get that bread.
Right.
Support each other. You know what I'm saying? But niggas is mentally fucked up to the point where it's like, ain't nobody gonna do better than me type shit.
Right,
why? Because no matter what, what's yours is yours and what's mine is mine. What God got for me, he got for me. He said, take your time.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Mentally, you have to be mentally stable. Even I'm gonna be honest, you gotta be mentally stable to catch the motherfucking red flags. You gotta be mentally stable in order to fucking, you know, be able to be like, it's my time to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me back up and take a break. Let me stop talking and see how niggas move and see how niggas start acting for real.
Right.
Like, if you gonna act like that in your real life, you might as well act the same way on the tube. You feel me?
Right.
But niggas feel like, I want all the numbers. Right. You feel me? I don't want nobody to go over there and see her. Or I'm gonna fuck with this bitch or I'm gonna dox this bitch because, like, yo, no, that's not for me.
Right.
My spiritual advisor said, girl, you need to get back to the burning of the candles and the sage and shit, because sis, you fucking up. No. And I swear to God, ever since I have literally like been back in my mental and fucking with my oracles and shit, yo, I've been doing very good. I must say that. A lot of people project what they hate about themselves on others. Go ahead, Paige. Yes.
Yeah, applause on that one.
Yes. No bullshit. Like, don't project how you feel about yourself on me. And then as they project themselves on you, it's like you're trying, you tell a good enough story to try to make that my life.
Right. Don't know you from Adam and Eve.
Don't know you from Adam and Eve, but you're projected so hard that it's like, now you got people believe I live like this. Oh,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And technically, that's how they're living. That's how they used to live. That's like, yo, it gets real. Okay, it gets real.
That sounds like some obsessed in some type of form, like obsessed. Like that's. And it's weird because, you know, when I first found out the word obsessed, I looked at it like a person just really attracted to you. But it can they can be attracted to you as well, hating you and envying you, want to look like you. Like, you never know nowadays. Like, it's signs though. It's all the signs though. Like, nobody should wake up thinking about a person that bad to want to impersonate. So that's low vibration. So that's giving me 21 vibes. Like, it's a new year, so it's like elevation, like all that.
And
shit.
the energy gets switched off on you so bad. Cause all right, let me give you an example. when I was doing Sophia's birthday party and all that on the other channel, you feel me? Like, you had a motherfucker that was just digging and digging and digging at me. Eventually, you get tired of a motherfucker digging at you.
Yeah.
But then you realize, like I did, oh, you know, she's jealous.
Right.
But that's her problem. That's not mine. So what I'm going to have to do is take myself out the equation, not say nothing else,
Right.
and just do what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like my spirituals, they here with.
You're right, because you basically washing your hands because you realizing it.
That's not where I want to be at. That's not what I plan on working towards. Like, and that's why I told you earlier, like, I feel like right now where I'm at, I'm good in my space.
Right, right.
I can completely cut the entire beef sector out,
right,
and just work on this channel, because this is the channel that I technically want to build. I don't want to go over there and take my energy and put, you get what I'm saying? The good energy I got, it projects to the next person, and I take the bad energy they got.
Right.
I don't want that in my life.
Right.
So it's
like in the bipolar life. You good on here, but so much, evil on the, on the next one. And it's like, no, that's low vibration. It's a new year. It's elevation.
I would have to unsubscribe, because if I'm subscribed to them, then it's like they keep popping up. Everybody that go live just keep popping up. And y'all know I be trolling. So everybody, they popping up. Some people, you don't want to watch, you be like, all right. But it be that one chat. That one chat your ass jumped down in and all hell them broke loose.
Right.
Because the motherfucker man, I swear to God.
You know how it is, man. When people compare their life to yours, they don't have a life. It leads to, low self-esteem, not happy with themselves. Start really comparing, trying to thinking you live in that person. They want to live your life because they,
yes, Paige.
They in their head trying to think about how that's a mental disorder. That's a mental disorder.
Paige said it's crazy. I stopped dropping down in chest. Yes, because I was talking to Mama and I was like, Paige. I'm trying to figure out where Paige come from, because I don't know if Paige from Beef Sector or somewhere else, because I don't see her in nobody chat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it's crazy because it's so people is mentally fucked up to the point where they believe that they can, they can run a grown ass person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can tell a grown ass person where to go. Like, that's no fun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not. Like, you're telling this person, oh, they can't drop down in this chat. You know what I'm saying? That's a mental disorder. How do you believe that you can tell a motherfucker where to go and you don't pay a phone bill or a house bill? Or, you know what I'm saying? You don't pay a car note, you don't pay nothing, but you want to tell me where I can go at. And then now you got everybody all upset and up in the uproar.
Right.
And everybody want to get their numbers.
Right.
Everybody. So everybody talking about this, but if this is how I felt about myself. If I talked about the situation, all hell breaks loose. And the main person that come for me is old girl.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, I don't want to do this no more. Then they started doing the child shit and the Caesar.
Right, just to get a reaction.
Just to get a reaction. And it's like, yo, we resorted to this type of shit, bro.
Right.
Like, how did we got to the dragon? Okay. We was dragging each other, we was dragging the kids, but niggas never went that far back then.
Right.
Now the molestations and the seizures on camera and everybody figuring out this shit funny. You got a grown ass man like just talking about family situations and he don't know what to do with himself. Like mental shit, yo.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Yeah.
And it mentally fucked me up.
Right.
For real. And it's like, who wants to deal with that everyday life type shit?
Right. It's so many things to talk about, so many contents.
People really got real shit going on in their life, and they'd rather put that aside to beef with motherfuckers that they don't know, never met. You will never see this person, and it's taking your mental stability away.
Right.
Like, you on this motherfucker all day, every day. When you hear that ding go off and you get a notification to your phone, you be like, who the fuck is this? Oh shit, they done said this. Oh, can't wait till the shit hit the fan. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like really like, and then we're gonna go watch somebody nearly die. We listening to motherfuckers shit on themselves. Like, now I don't want to resort to this type of shit.
Yeah,
let's make it fun again. You know what I'm saying? I tried to bring some normalcy to the motherfuckers, and it was just like blah 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 blah. And I can't mentally. They fucked up mentally. Mental disorder is completely
right, and it's crazy because you must have woke up because you was in that zone and then you just snapped out of it and really saying it for really what it was.
Yeah, and I was like, and that's why I said mental.
This is low
because
vibration.
I was mentally fucked up over that shit. Like, bro, we really resorting to the, find out there's another, and they coming over and to be honest, I did try to bring some normalcy. I had a pizza party, like, bro, I went and bought the pizza. Whether it was a drag or not, okay? Right. Whether it was a drag or not, I went and bought the pizza and we had fun.
Right.
We had so much fun, yo. And it's like, maybe I'm old or have an old soul, because I'm like, yeah, I could party with the old heads. I can, you know what I'm saying? Because they got some normalcy. They're fucking smart.
Right.
These motherfuckers, they dumb as a doorknob, bro. They dumb.
I can believe it.
Like, for real, like, I bought, then when I do my drives in the morning now, it's like normal shit, Every day, nobody want to wake up and hear that somebody's life is fucked up.
Right.
I know they find that shit funny, but for you to find that shit funny that somebody's life is completely fucked up.
But see, and that's why people's life be fucked up, because you worry about somebody else's life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Rhonda said that pizza party was so much fun.
And if you envying off a box of pizzas, then you really need some stepping it up to do, because I mean, you're the life of the party, so you can make something so simple look so litty. And then people would be mad about it, and it's just like,
why be mad about it? Just enjoy, just come on down, drop in, like, say hi. Like, people just, and I guess they got it embedded in their head that if you don't beef with somebody, then, you know what I'm saying? If they don't beef with somebody, then they won't pop. And that's not true. But then if you got to pop to turn the next motherfucking life down, you got to understand what comes around goes around.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So you can, call this person on me. You can fuck my life up, be my guest. You can call my job. You can do everything you need to do for your content.
Right.
But must understand that he ain't going to do it when I want him to. Oh, but he definitely on time, okay? Mm-hmm. He definitely gonna hit a nigga on time. You ain't gonna come from out of nowhere, and you ain't even gonna know where it came from.
Right.
But he gonna catch your ass.
It's a motherfucker.
And you gotta understand, when he catch your ass, that's your time to change your life, okay? You supposed to immediately be like, no, I'm done. I'm not doing this. I'm gone.
Right.
Which falls in line with, what's that word? Brainwashing.
And that's probably the only way a person gonna be better, like, far as their livelihood or live a good life, if they just stop being so angry and worrying about the next person. Like, where's the self-love? When we gonna love one another? You know what I'm saying? Life too short. So it's like,
who fights every day in real life? Nobody.
Don't nobody got time for that. Like,
the crazy thing is, it'd be like, no, really, nobody has time for that. Like, every day, no, bro, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Excuse me, I burped. It just be like, mentally, I can't do it mentally. Mentally, I just be like, all right, I gotta do something, because it's like, no, y'all resort to the smallest, like the worst thing of a person. And don't get me wrong, I've done it, but I had my reasons to do it. Okay, I've done it, but I had my reasons to do it. But was I right to do it? Because two wrongs definitely don't make a right. But I've done it, and maybe like sometimes you just listen. It's okay to admit when you're wrong. It's okay to admit when you're right, or but when you don't have the mindset to think like I'm wrong for this shit,
Right.
but it's gonna be so funny. You got some people that be like, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to get the money and I got to do, but I'm so wrong for this, but it's going to be so funny. But at the same time, the shit not funny.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not funny. And I really got tired of actually.
Happy belated birthday, girl.
Bro.
Yeah.
But I think I got tired of, like, be quiet. Oh, girl. Girl, your birthday is gone. Now go sit down. But I think, like, I was wrong, but it was going to be funny. And that's how I thought. But then on top, I'd be like, yeah, but that shit not funny. Because in real life, when you show your real life, it's like, yeah, people gonna use that as a drag, but that shit not funny in real life. Like, why the fuck would you put that out there? You know what I'm saying? So it's like mentally wise for people to come out, tell their whole life and all that. It's like it's a mental problem, especially when they think it's funny or they don't give a fuck and shit like that. A lot of you got mentally wise, it do kind of start when you're a child. For some people, I think it start with drugs come into play. For some people, I think when you have what is it like? I ain't even gonna lie. Even when you're the only child, like if people grow up as the only child, they ends up with like, you know what I'm saying,
right,
mental disabilities, because it's like an only child syndrome type shit. But it fucks that child up.
Right.
At the same time, a mental disorder, like, they can come from anywhere. What's that word I want to use? Drug induced. Drug induced. A mental disorder. I promise you. Y'all know I'm Dr. Daughter. So y'all know I know this stuff. Yes, Rhonda. People do talk too much on social media, but it's like for the money. Like when people don't have content, people come out and start telling their entire whole life. Like when people feel like, oh, this shit gonna make a motherfucker talk.
Right. It shouldn't even get to that
It's gonna
point.
get like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna go in. It could be the worst story in the world. Listen, it ain't even gotta be a fucking true story. They will make it like a true story for the motherfuckers to talk.
Right.
For them to be the talk. And that's how the beef starts. A content creator will make up a lie, right? And then you have the whole entire sector talking about the YouTube, about that one content creator, right? Now, everybody already got their 1,000 views. You understand? People already got their views. All the other content creators already got their views because they talked about this one content creator.
Right.
But that content creator can talk about every last other content creator, and each video response video is fucking numbers. I swear to God, that is how they've been doing it. That is exactly how they've been doing it. You have to think about it.
Right.
Everybody was friends, then everybody fell out with their friend. You hear what I'm saying? Like, that is how they've been doing it. Real shit. Mental.
So they faking the funk from the very start.
Yes.
Right. Right.
For them to get numbers. They beef with each other and fake to get numbers. And it's like all because of the word numbers. right?
Right.
Because that's what they call it. They call it numbers. They beefing for numbers.
Mm-hmm.
That right there is just enough to tear your whole world down. I've seen it happen to multiple YouTubers.
Right, because they not being mindful of the content they putting out, and they not even
No,
realizing.
because you don't even have to put out, say like a content creator put out a story, right?
Right.
And once they put out the story, everybody talking about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they got they pick and chooses of content creators now. Don't get that fucked up. They got they pick and chooses. But that one motherfucker that opened their mouth that they don't fucking like, that motherfucker, his whole world gonna come down. And I don't like the fact that they dox each other. They digging people backgrounds, call people mothers, disrespect the mother, call people jobs, try to get them fired.
That's putting
like,
too much.
Bro, you putting too much energy in
Right.
another motherfucker life.
See,
That is mentally fucking insane.
and that's why the crime rate look strange, as far as them numbers. Like, some people be taking it too far. Like, some people don't play that shit. People got family. Like, people don't take that shit lightly all the time. Like,
No bullshit. Like, you
not the
putting out
same.
addresses and
that's
shit.
not like
And you sitting there telling, I don't go fuck if somebody go to your house.
They only
Like,
they only
huh?
saying that because they probably, these people that stay in the house don't have a life, but they gonna get themselves slipping just
But
going
like,
to the corner store somewhere.
No
but that's,
bullshit.
and it'd be sad if that person have kids, yo. You can't be talking about people
Yeah.
and disrespecting people's family and whatever comes with it, and not expect something to backfire, like shit like that. That's why a lot of shit be happening. That social media shit, people not being mindful. It's a lot of people don't got time, but you gonna give them their time. And
It's just
like
it's just like, yo, it gets so bad because you got, like, if somebody got, the bug, because that's what I'm gonna call it, the bug. You feel me? If people got the bug, it get to the point where you got people calling the health department on them, like, yo, no, bro. Like, this other sector over there swatting each other, sending the FBI agent at your door. You got kids in that motherfucker, bro.
Right.
Kids. And imagine one of the kids standing up in the window, a police slip up and shoot his ass. Who fault would that be? Would you feel bad for SWAT in my house and my child getting shot?
Yeah, but
yo, they taking that shit too far, bro.
If it's getting to that point,
You gotta get off of here. You gotta really get something. You really fuck a therapist, bro. Like, no bullshit. You really have to look in the mirror and stare in the mirror for a long time, because mentally you're fucked up. You have to get on your knees and you gotta ask God to show you the light, because no, bro, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. The shit people doing is not fairy tale, and a lot of people not going for that.
Paige Turner said, I feel like I had too much to lose, and being in a chat on YouTube ain't worth someone messing with my real life.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And it's so crazy because as a subscriber, it gets so bad for subscribers because subscribers can't even drop down in other people's chat, or they get doxxed by a content creator. How fucked up is that? So now I'm being doxxed, and my whole entire life getting thrown out there due to the fact that you're upset that I dropped in somebody's chat.
Right.
What are you talking about? Like, what makes you think that you can be mad at me for dropping in somebody's chat, and then you go in my background? You go in my background, and I'm not even content creator. That makes it bad for the subscribers, yo. You got them motherfuckers.
What point you really trying to make?
Like you, and this goes for the subscribers.
That's some no
this shit. Even to the subscribers, yo. You got it too, where as the subscribers is scared, and for you to be scared, to drop in someone else's chat because a content creator told you so, and you never met this person, you will fucked up. You mentally got to get your shit together as well. Because who is that motherfucker to tell you where you can and cannot go, and for you to allow it? for you to allow it, it's like, where is your brain? Where did your brain go wrong at? And it's like you're like, what's the word? Brainwash. It's like y'all became family and y'all not family. And that's how y'all take it. Y'all mentally are fucked up. Mentally. Because people really take it as though they're family. And I do understand you have a lot of subscribers who, support a content creator, but they feel like because they done, gave the content creator money and shit, oh, we're family. Yeah, you loyal, but it's a difference between a loyal subscriber and a loyal person. Like, what happened to your integrity? Like, you don't tell me where to go at. You don't pay my bill type shit. So I'm just a subscriber. If you don't want me in my chat, that's fine. If you don't want me in your chat, that's fine. You will have to block me, because if I support you, I support you. I support everybody. And I felt like I couldn't support everybody. Like, I felt like it's just like, after I seen what happened with the 1K situation, I just was like, I'm not gonna be on here like that. I think that's around the time I started talking about my other channel, when that 1K shit started happening. Yeah, it was. Right. No one told me a thing. I just seen YouTube take a wrong turn down an ugly road, and I'm watching it happen in real time. Yes. Like, God, it's just like, YouTube, it done got ugly. And my spiritual advisors told me to go the other way. You said a lot of subscribers are missing something in their everyday life. That's true. But excitement. And that's probably what they get, a lot of excitement. I think that's what they get. Like, they miss the excitement in their life, So, but then you got some, they missing some shit. Or they just sitting there at their desk just listening to it. Like, you got some subscribers that listen in while they're working or while they're driving.
Right.
It's just an entertainment. Like, YouTube has become TV. Honestly. YouTube became TV, and content creators are the subscribers TV. Y'all come on here to hear the beef because it's an excitement. And it's like a reality show without being on the TV in front of you, unless you hook it up. But yeah, that's what YouTube is. And that's every sector. It's a reality show.
Right.
Because especially if you got the camera on.
Right.
If you got the camera on, they can see you. Yeah. I can't see you, but you can see me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happens with TV. And be waiting for the next episode.
Yeah, but
you wait for the next video.
Although it's a reality show, you still gotta be mindful, because that shit can happen outside once you're done with that.
And that's why a lot of people try to figure out, like, that's when the doxing come apart, because now you got people feeling like, yo, we're gonna take it off of YouTube.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People don't know how to use it just for entertainment. You gotta
can't be talking about people. And then a couple of days fly, you decide to go to the market with your family, and then you see the person that you was talking about and not expect nothing to happen. You was the person that was talking. You know what I'm saying? It was you that was talking shit. You the cause of the problem. You risk your family life in the situation. You ain't think of it at the moment, but it clicked when you was at that market and you seen that person you was talking about. See, that's why, like,
all that shit plays with your mental, y'all. No, somebody pacify you. All that plays with your mental. Like, if you up on this motherfucker for too long, It's just like your whole life, like no bullshit. It don't feel like we've been on for over an hour, but we've been on for over an hour. And I think that's because I'm comfortable talking. But you have people, and I'm like, right now, I'm in like a, high vibration, just chilling, not all that yelling and screaming and animosity and stuff like that. So it turns into like, hour and a half, hour this, because of the fact that I'm comfortable and I'm not hooping and hollering and going out of breath. But once you go on low vibration and you allow these people to fuck with you mentally, because people can make up a lot about you and it fucks up your mental. Because you think, like, a bitch can tell your story so off top, and that shit start making you think that's your real life.
Right.
No bullshit. Because she done played you to a motherfucking T.
Right.
So in your mind, because she got you down pat, and she sound just like you, it fucks with your mental. So now you got to do some whole other shit.
Right.
To get back at this bitch. And you hoping and praying that the bitch say some shit back to you. And if she don't say nothing to you, now you upset because who the fuck this bitch thinks she is not responding to me.
Right.
Fucks with your mental.
When you ain't nobody from the jump to react to. That's how I perceive
it. Fucks with when you more worried that I just really had to like sit down and think long and hard and just be like, I just really don't want to beef. Like I don't want to beef. Just want to chill.
Right. You realize they weren't worth your time. Like
I think for me it was like Sophia started learning.
Right.
So once she started learning, and I'm gonna be honest, I feel like this with every fucking content creator. No way in the world YouTube is more important than the babies, bro. If you feel like that, then you are mentally unstable. Like you are fucked up. Because like, when Sophia started walking, be honest, I think this has been the longest time. Besides when I was doing it with Mama Sipping on the other channel, this has been the longest time I've ever stayed up on this bitch. Right. Like far as, what's it called? Constantly and always doing a video, morning drive and all that. This has been the longest.
Right.
So it's like
you found the positive.
You
found your positive lane for real, and I'm proud of you for real because I've been around you lately, and I see that it don't fade you. I see that you're not bothered. You get what I'm saying? So big shout outs to you though. You haven't been even acknowledging that shit for real. You really laughing at it because it's like you still stuck in that vibration. So I'm proud of you.
I'm like YouTube will make you bald head. For real. Like YouTube, y'all don't understand, when it comes to your mental your mental stability, having stress alone or stressing yourself alone can trigger anything in your body. People really don't understand. Everything is triggered from your fifth cranial nerve, which is in your brain. Like, bro, everything gets triggered. Anything, bro. Nigga, you ain't even know you was sick because you was yelling at the motherfucking TV all this time. Nigga, your brain being stressed out and the veins popping out your neck and shit. For real. Like, it triggered you being sick. Now you coughing and you a little hot and shit like that. Like, all that shit play a part. I'm sorry. Absolutely, Rockwell. What's going on, by the way? But I just think, like, mental wise, like, they need to shut the entire motherfucking YouTube down, Just shut it down. Like, remember that day? I don't know. Remember that day when the YouTube went offline,
I think it was,
niggas was really going insane. No, YouTube did the same thing, We've had YouTube blackouts multiple times. in the sector. Like, yo,
And they probably doing on purpose.
motherfuckers, this is how bad it was. Yo, it was so bad. Like, niggas really had a lot of animosity when they got back up on here. For real. Niggas couldn't figure out why they could not go live. Niggas thought they got striked. Like, for real. They was going crazy without the tube. And it's like, yo, if you going like that, you know what I'm saying? How else is you going? What else is fucking you up? Because you really made it seem like cable was out. Like, you couldn't go turn on your TV.
Wow.
Like, really, like, for real. Like, you couldn't go turn on your TV and find something to watch. Niggas was up on this bitch, like, emailing each other behind closed doors and shit, setting niggas up, talking about some, yeah, I think so and so the one that strike my page. Whole time YouTube was down.
Right.
Like, bro, come on, man. Like, YouTube has. Oh. My bad. That's my co-host, Rockwell. Ronnie said, I see your growth, daughter. I watched you and Mama back in the day, but I didn't drop in anybody's chat. Yeah, because I was real ratchet up on here back in the day. Thank you, Rockwell. Yep, YouTube shut down for 10 minutes. I counted. I told them YouTube was going to YouTube was going to reboot, but nobody listened. Oh yeah, that is when Stereo was popping, yo. When Stereo was popping, yo, like YouTube went off for a good 10 minutes, yo. Because people wanted to run. It was so crazy because people wanted to run from Stereo over to YouTube to like cuss a motherfucker out and get them numbers because they just got finished fussing on Stereo. Yo, when they couldn't find, yo, they was so mad, yo. They was so mad, like mentally, yo. And I ain't never seen over 1,000 people, yo. I've never seen over 1,000 people go in a frenzy.
Right.
Over that shit going out. Like, never. All at one time, yo. Niggas was doing 10-hour lives and shit. Like, not just one content creator. It was multiple content creators. Like, that 10-minute frenzy was like all the content creators doing hours of like, bro.
You said
yo,
10 hours.
Yes. They was doing 10-hour lives.
Wow.
Yo,
they sit in that one spot in 10 hours.
Sit in that one
that's
spot, bro. And it just like,
now, that's a
how did 10 minutes do y'all like that?
Wow. That's a mental disorder. If you could sit for 5, 10 hours, I'm sorry. That's no life as.
Like, it was just like, yo, wow, what the fuck? Like, because I think differently. I was when everybody was going live, like it was like you couldn't figure out who to fucking go on because everybody was on. And if you would have added, y'all, I swear to God, if you would have added up, now let me be honest, we got a good a person that started with the beef sector. You have one content creator that has like who chat, right? Who chat will tell you how many are actually in the sector, right? But when you get the 10K views and all that, that's not the sector, just this sector. That's other sector. You got green sector, black sector. You got all these sectors, right? So it's like seeing that many people, just that little bit, go in a frenzy. That was probably a good, including subscribers that started in this sector. Like, you got a good about 9.
Right.
But everybody don't get on every day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To see half of that, 9 going to frenzy for 10 minutes, over 10 minutes, and you literally had people that stayed up, subscribers stayed up in that content creator them whole 10 hours.
10 hours?
Never left.
I'm sorry, I'm really tripping about 10 hours, though.
Never left. No, you want to talk about like mental? Imagine having a content creator go to sleep on you on the camera. No, like no real shit. And you have these people that was in this chat the entire time she was asleep, just conversating.
Wow. That's a mental
Like,
disorder.
yo, where in the world and you fuck, like, you got something wrong up there, bro. You did. You got something wrong up there.
In one spot where they move around everywhere they go. I'm really tripping about that. So is they standing in one spot?
Rockwell said, yes, Rockwell, when we was going at VS, yes. Rhonda said she only going 2 hours tops. And you do. You only go 2 hours tops. I've seen it.
All right, 2 hours, not bad. 10? I don't know who got that much energy. I would have had to piss.
You got people that stay in chats for 24 hours. What you talking about? And a content creator will be on there for the whole 24. Get off and come back on and do 5 more. Like, where did you go to sleep at?
All power to
When
you.
did you eat? When did
At
you
this
wash your
point-
ass? Like,
At this point, because that's when your fans or your
and
subscribers, they
wait
gonna
a
start
minute, the
questioning.
person don't get up. You got content creators that don't get up, take a piss. No, like, what is you doing? Are you literally sitting on a bucket with your ass out? Like, no, seriously, are you sitting on a bucket? Because no, bro, you ain't drinking nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, yo, I would meant, yo, no. These people, like, yo,
Big shout out to those that's doing hour, 2 hour videos.
yes,
No.
because I definitely appreciate mine coming over and supporting the
I
kids.
mean, I ain't knocking the ones that's doing 10. Maybe they need it financially. Something comes with it, I guess, but that's just too long. I don't think that's normal. I think that's mental behavior. Mental disorder, I meant. Because ain't nobody sitting at that. Ain't nobody sitting in no chair for 10 hours, yo. That don't, no.
Rock said they was in a pull up.
At this point.
Paige Turner said, well, daughter, chats be fun even from the bushes, I must admit. Yeah, because they be cracking on each other and dragging each other, and you laugh at it. But I be wanting to get in the mess. Like, I be dropping down because I know that's going to make a motherfucker mad. You saying? You feel me? And then I drop in like, you know, daughter here. Like, when I first drop in the chat, it's daughter here. So I be trying to make a motherfucker mad. Rockwell said, I tested it out one time and I went 10 hours. I had drinks, used the bathroom many times just to test it out. How can they do it without being delusional? Because I was at the end of that live. Oh my God, like, not to be able to get up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got content creators that be like, well, you weren't over in my chat. Like, what? I'm mad at you because you ain't come over in my chat type shit. Then you got content creators that, like, they be fussing with the trolls and shit.
Wow.
Like, you know, and then, like, bro, as long as motherfuckers been in the game, yo, you gotta understand when you being trolled. If you don't catch when you being trolled, you fuck up a friendship, yo. I promise you. Like, it's so, and then it'd be like the friendship meant so much to them. And you ain't even know this person.
Right.
Like, for real.
Oh, wow.
The friendship meant so much to him, and y'all was only friends over the internet.
Word.
No bullshit, bro.
Mental disorder.
I don't know, like,
I mean, I believe you can meet friends online though,
I
but
believe, but I can't call nobody my real friend or get mad at a motherfucker.
right.
And I only know that nigga online.
Oh yeah, mental disorder.
Even if I meet you one time, you're not my friend. I fucks with you, but do I feel like you'll ever cross me? Absolutely, because I've only met you one time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's like I feel that you can say that. I feel like you can say that to like a. It's gonna sound petty as shit. It's gonna sound so petty, but I feel like those that support the subscriber should be able to tell. I mean, support the content creator, like for as you know, financial wise, like your main supporter.
Right.
I feel like they can be able to tell what the concrete would be like, you know, into whatever the fuck the content creator into.
Right.
Cause without them, you wouldn't even, you feel me?
Right.
Be getting your little change on the side. But content creators feel like you're just a supporter.
Right.
Like you mean nothing to them. You're a subscriber and I'm a content creator.
Right.
And being as though you're subscribing to content and I'm the content creator, I can tell you what to do. But you can't question me whether you done gave me money over $12,000, $5. You get what I'm saying? And then niggas get mad when a motherfucking sub you want all the money back. You motherfuckers better start getting a receipt out this bitch. Shit. For real. Cause then, but then you gotta think of the supporter because nigga, that's your fault. For not having a what you call it? Once you done kicked out 600 at one time to a motherfucker, or you done already spent 200, 300 in one check on a motherfucker, nigga, I own you. Like, motherfucker, I need a receipt. 1099 form. Like for real.
Wow.
For real. Like, cause mentally wise, and that's why I say like this is both on the subscribers and the content creators, yo. Because you got a lot of subscribers who really been loyal to a content creator since day one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Since you stepped your ass up on this motherfucker,
Right.
You've had at least 4 loyal subscribers that have been with you since day one. They supported your business. They supported your child. They, you know what I'm saying? They supported.
Right.
But if you have like, oh, I don't fuck with this person, or like, if you just say anything out the way to a content creator that you support, the content creator feels as though they can dog you the fuck out.
Wow.
And it will hurt the subscriber.
Why would they feel that?
Because they're a content creator.
Oh.
Like they feel like they're the star of the show.
Right.
But don't understand that you work for the subscribers. You don't work
Right.
for your motherfucking self. I mean, you do, but without them, you would have nothing.
Right.
If all your subscribers unsub, your channel will become demonetized.
Right.
Now you get no check.
Big shout out to our subscribers.
For real.
Great job
And then
to
once you
y'all.
don't get that check, now you back to I gotta beef with this person, beef
Right.
with that person,
And see-
get all this shit back up. So if you gonna beef with this person and beef with that person to get all this shit back up, then why not show your supporters
So once they lose
some love
subscribers,
and be appreciative for your supporters?
so you telling me, so when they realize they losing subscribers, they start taunting.
Yes.
Wow.
If they numbers like say like my numbers started low.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I was, and that's on this channel, not on Mama Sitting channel, but on this channel, you know, not, but you know, Daughter Here channel. On that channel, my support, my shit started low. Don't get me wrong, I did have supporters that came from when I started mine.
Right.
I had sniffing and sipping supporters come over to me, subscribe to me. You know what I'm saying? So I started low. My videos started low, but it was like once my numbers started getting like catching, once I started getting attention from the YouTubers, it was like my name was getting screamed, Daughter Here, Daughter Here. When your name gets, being a content creator, I'm just being honest, and what my mental health, what had happened, okay, like being as though, and this happens with a lot, it's like a bitch, I'm the boss type shit. That's a feeling a bitch is getting in the sector.
Oh wow.
Like it fucks with your mental so bad because all right, your name start getting screamed. I don't give a fuck with no content creator say they cannot say that they cannot relate, because yo, every content creator get that feeling of your name being called. Now once your name start being called, now you the name that pays. Once they get that, I'm the name that pays up in their motherfucking head. Oh boy, that ego, that pride, all that shit goes up. It goes up. It goes up. You can't tell this motherfucker goddamn thing.
Right.
They start seeing them numbers, and them numbers get to popping. Boy, I swear it's like a mental thing. You get that feeling like it mentally. You are the shit, and nobody can tell you anything. And now that you got a beef with everybody in the sector to keep them numbers up, because you done got that check. Okay, you got your first check. Like for real, yo, this is what happens. Like you got that check, and you seen that you beefing with every content creator, putting your mouth in everything, and just being in the mix. It got you that money. Now in your mind, your mental, you were stable before you was monetized. You get what I'm saying? You were stable. I think that's the only thing that kept me stable.
Right.
Was the fact that I was not in it for the money.
Right. Right.
And I kept that real with all my supporters. I said, yo, I feel like, and they've asked me, Daughter, won't you monetize your channel? No, because I feel like mentally it's gonna fuck me up. And y'all ain't gonna be nothing but a motherfucking dollar, because that's what the fuck y'all is to them. Right, because they are mentally fucked up and brainwashed that they gotta get these numbers. That motherfucking first check.
I get what you saying.
Nigga, they was booming. Niggas was coming up on this bitch with new wigs, new shoes, new clothes, new everything.
So they gotta be somebody they not.
Exactly, to get that check again.
Okay. Just to keep their subscribers and they
right. Now, when you start beefing it, because it was just a little beef here and there. You know what I'm saying? Nigga jumping in the camera, chitty chitty bang bang all in their hand. You feel me? Everybody just, yelling through the screen. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got their church call. Just little petty little things. You get what I'm saying? Petty little things. Then niggas started calling jobs. Okay, that's a step up. Niggas started calling jobs. Wow. And niggas started calling mamas. And you know what I'm saying? Wow. Now look. Niggas started calling CPS, but CPS wasn't called as much. See, this is to keep numbers. So each step, niggas' numbers was going up when they was doing this shit. You're mentally fucked up over there.
Yes. It's a problem if you calling that person job. They got the right to go out their way and beat the shit out of you. You playing with their bread and butter. You call my job, you took it too far.
Yes, Rhonda, like she's like, yo, I wanted to be gone too. I wanted to be gone. I want my channel to be successful, but then she started calling my name, and I'm like, bro, you wrong.
Anything for attention.
Anything for. Go ahead. Thank you, Rockwell. I mean, it's mentally unstable. People just be mentally unstable. That's not right. It's just wrong. And like, people don't know when to get help. But then, like, people, like, I ain't gonna cap on this, right? Even though I was dragging, you know what I'm saying? I was still kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's funny, but it's not funny for real because this shit is real and you need help. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason I started Dr. Daughter, because I really feel like people don't understand that what they got, and I'm trying to help them because mental disorder is real and I recognize them because I had it. I was almost there, but I realized before I touched it, boy, I was there because I was going to drag for the gods.
Mm-hmm.
But I was there and I seen it and I was like, no, I can't do this.
Right.
This is no. Because it's mentally, I'm on this bitch every day, bro. Like, I got to go.
Right.
I got to go. But just stop screaming my name. I got to go.
Right.
Let me do what I do and you do what you do. But once I post, like, you'll try to go a different route. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, like, Hottie, she left. She's kind of still do the beat sector, but she left. And then, you know, Wiley, you know what I'm saying? Certain people is gone.
Right.
And it's just like, when you say their name, they come back and snatch their tongue out. Like,
and I think they walked away because they woke up, yo, and they realized this is just low vibration.
Yeah, like, people don't understand when you in low vibration, it's like everything fall, nothing can grow. Nothing grow from negative energy. Nothing.
I feel like walking away from that is like elevation. You outgrew it.
Yeah. I think a lot
mentally,
of people. I think as of this year, I think a lot, even subscribers, and I've heard a lot of subscribers say, I think a lot of subscribers woke up because a lot of people is tired of it.
And start saying it for what it really is. It's for low energy people. Like, ain't nowhere in hell somebody can make a video hours and just keep talking about somebody. Like, hell no. Something gotta be wrong with that person at this point.
I think
you the problem. That's how like they gotta really look in the mirror and realize I have a problem. Like, ain't no way in hell a person can sit online and just gossip and down talk about somebody and not expect blessings. And expect blessings and or questioning why my life ain't right.
I think those that digging people background and stuff like that, you know, some of their blessings get taken away as well. You know, people they not gonna come up on here and tell us, oh, this happened in my life. But people don't understand. A lot of these content creators is like, you know, is getting what they deserve. And I'd rather is good or bad. You know what I'm saying? They getting what they deserve. I think it's going to take, I don't know, like, I thought for a second, like, you know, when old girl down VA left, because it was getting bad with her. It was getting real bad when she was here. Like, we started in the fun game, and then it got real bad. Like, so bad when she was on here. Right before she left, it got so bad. So I'm at the point where I feel like the way the sector is going right now, something drastic is about to happen to a YouTuber that's in our sector, because our sector only get like that when something is about to happen to a YouTuber. Like, it done got so bad, it's like, yo, I don't even, that shit not funny. Like, it's not funny. I don't know why people think it's funny. People calling CPS, that shit not funny. It's not.
If they think shit like that funny,
to fuck somebody like that shit not funny.
That's how you can get yourself hurt doing stuff like that. Shit like that really backfire. You call CPS?
CP. Yes, bro.
Wow.
Like that shit not funny. You got people calling
That's
the
not
health
real.
department.
That make a person fake as shit.
Yo, you got people trying
If
to
you
get
calling
other motherfuckers
CPS,
put
that
out
make
their
me-
house, yo.
Wow.
You got people go online and like it fuck the YouTube. It mess people up so bad where you got people trying to get others put out of their house, like you calling the rental office and all that shit. Like, yo, that shit is not right, yo. Like, that's not right. No matter which way it go, whether a person do it to get another motherfucker back, or whether the person do it just to do it because they want something to talk about, will be the one that I put her information or I put his information out. Yo, that shit not funny. And if you gotta fuck somebody else's livelihood up, you mentally fucked up. Because how would you feel if they had that shit done to you?
Right.
Or the next person down the line.
See, people that take it that far, they don't think of it that way. They don't look at it if the shoe was another foot. And that's the sad part. That's crazy.
Like these people is just so insane, yo. They insane, bro. It is like, bro, y'all gotta get y'all know. And it can't be just me thinking like this as a content creator and being in that sector. I'm not really hearing nobody else speak like this. Nobody. Like, y'all have not elevated not one little bit.
Right.
Not one little bit, because if you did, you would not be up on here. You wouldn't even be having a beef with these motherfuckers.
I feel like people that stuck in that vibration would never be taken serious. Like
they stuck in that mindset of gotta get numbers. So that's why they're beefing.
That beef,
but they're not elevating in the process. Like what? Like no bullshit. What is these people doing with the money that the supporters send them? You get what I'm saying? What are y'all doing with it? Because yet you're still sitting on here.
So
and you're beefing and you beefing. But if you won't get on here and say you want to elevate,
so you on here beefing just to make money?
Yes. Yes.
Wow. If that ain't a certified hater, I don't know what else to call it.
It's not even a certified hater. Now.
That's envy at its finest.
Like, yeah, you got some people that envy each other, but majority of the sector are friends that beef.
That's good. That's good.
No, listen. They beef, and it's they think they family. We can throw each other information out and become friends the next motherfucking week.
Oh no.
Just to take the other motherfucker down. No, ma'am.
Nope.
That's how it go. Because next thing you know, they cool again. Like a motherfucker, a nigga can drag you from Jabippi and back, bro. Jabippi and back. But because all right, me and you beefing, we drug each other, but I drug you the worst. I called your job. I called this. I tried to get this stopped and all try to stop your money. I put your address out, let people know where you live at. And then, because you beefing with me and she beefing with me, now y'all two gonna become friends.
Right.
Wait, I said that wrong. Wait, because I'm beefing with this girl and you beefing with this girl, but I just did all this shit to you, right?
Right.
Man, you become friends to take this bitch down. Now we forget that, nigga, we still enemies because after all this shit you did.
Oh wow, it's like that.
So now after we done took this bitch down together, now I'm back to beefing with you because bitch I don't fuck with you because remember the shit that you did to me. Because you gotta have the next content in order for your chat to pop. The shit gotta keep coming.
Right.
The numbers don't stop. And if you're not up on this motherfucker every day or responding, your money don't stop. You gotta get up on it, and that's why people feel. People really feel like I gotta be on here every day to get these numbers because I don't want this person and this person chat, and I'ma lose numbers. And
you know what? See, if they gotta do that, then they must take it.
Rhonda said it's called beef for dollars.
I was just about to say that's what I'm thinking. That's what it sounds like. and it also sounds like they need to find another income. They need to find
Right.
You might need a 9 to 5 because all you doing is speaking low vibration. That's just the way I was gonna think of you as like you just gonna be a person that that's all they gonna think of you about. Like this person is just a hater. That's all they talk about, somebody else all the time. Or they stuck on this one person.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I'm more of a.
They need to find
I feel like
5, yo,
I feel like I'm the takedown bully. That's who I am. I'm the takedown bully. I don't like for a motherfucker to talk about one person all the time. Now I've done it, but who the fuck are you? That's the mindset you gotta have when you in that sector. You know what I'm saying? I'm the bully, and you're not gonna sit there and every video that you make about this girl, she ain't saying nothing to you back. And you made over 80 fucking videos. And then at one time she respond, then you go and get mad.
From what I'm hearing, like if you gotta fuss with people just to get your views up and keep your subscribers, just to get a check,
I think everybody. Now, what I can say is only certain subscribers out there that can actually take their platform and talk about a different situation.
Right.
And them supporters, now you got to realize who your real supporters is and how many numbers people really got. So if we're gonna clock numbers, we're gonna clock them right.
Right.
Let me use an example. If somebody is just talking about RuPaul Drag Race, right?
Right.
If 1,000 people come over there and he has a steady 1,000 in his chat, they his main supporters. Okay?
Right.
Understand that. That's why people is that 1K problem right now.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying? Now, those other people, once you in your live and you hit 1K at a steady, once you in your live and all them 2K, 3K views, they either enemies, they either other people from the sector. They just, you get what I'm saying? It's just different. That's why they got this little problem. Like, yo, the number situation that fucks a lot of people up. It do. It makes it so bad. I left for 2 months. I only been back for 2.5 weeks, and all this popped off. So you had to take breaks and vacation. I have a whole family. I don't be up on here like that.
Salute.
No,
for
like
real. You can't let this be a part of your life because that means you live a miserable ass life if you stuck on social media or live on YouTube all fucking day and not thinking about or worrying about the people around you or what you got going on around you. Like, come on now. It's money everywhere. You can grind in, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's obvious, man. It's like right in your face. Those that's only making videos to talk down on people, they must take it serious like a career or something. I mean,
mental illness is real. Okay, it is so serious out here.
But they definitely gotta find a different content. That shit gonna get boring in them.
I ain't gonna lie. I always thought mental illness was like a certain way type thing. Back then, like I never thought like, you know, as you get older, you learn different things. So back when I was a little younger, I thought mental illness was just stuck on this one thing. Like, oh, you know,
right?
Like mental illness, you're retarded.
Right.
So when I get older, and like I said, I've never seen this many people feel all the same way. Like all the same. How do all y'all see this and not say it's wrong?
Right.
Or tell the person that they wrong, or like, why is it like I understand you loyal,
right?
But come on, you mentally fucked up if you think you can't tell your own peoples that they doing some shit wrong.
Like they fans need to reach out, you know, the person they subscribe.
And you mentally fucked up if a person tell you some shit, and as a content creator, you don't take it and you know try to figure out, or you always on your no, you're wrong. People don't understand that neither. That you're wrong, and I'm right. That's a mental fucking illness. Cause why you can't just admit when you're wrong?
Right.
And take it on the chin, but when you feel like somebody say you wrong, oh, you gotta blow the fuck up. Cause bitch, no, I'm not wrong. But in all actuality, you wrong. And then you got over 1,000 motherfuckers in the chat saying the exact same thing, that you're right and I'm wrong, and he's wrong, and she's wrong, and they all is wrong. Like, but y'all not gonna sit here and tell your people, your own people that you support, like, yo, you gotta get it together. You're wrong. And as a supporter, and you know, and I fucks with you, you get what I'm saying? And no, I don't fuck with them, but bro, you wrong. Like, you got people on this motherfucker that be like, yo, I don't know what you talking about, cause nah, you ain't fat. A nigga be 300 fucking pounds, but the nigga not fat. That's how stupid these niggas act. This 300-pound nigga can sit in front of the camera and he'll be like, yo, am I fat?
Oh, he got low self-esteem.
No, listen, I'm using an example of how dumb these fucking chats is and how brainwashed a content creator can make a nigga. Right. Like, these content creators, they really brainwash they subs. And the subs don't even realize it. And that's so fucking crazy to me. For me to be my age and these people to be older than me, because I think I'm one of the youngest in the sector. So it's like, y'all motherfuckers don't see this shit. Like, what's going on here?
Like, the young more wise than the older.
Like, I be confused a little bit, because, like, huh? Y'all don't see this shit? And it really be that many people that will tell that nigga, like, no, bro, you not fat. That bitch bloated as a house, though. That bitch skinny as shit, though. Because they don't see what everybody else see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't see that shit. A motherfucker can be such a hypocritical person on it. This is how brainwashed the chat is to a content creator. That, you know, a nigga can come on here, the content creator can come on here and be like, yeah, I kicked that motherfucker door in, I slapped the bitch, bop, bop, bop. But guess what? The next week, then the content creator get up on here and say, I ain't say none of that, when they hear me say all that. Now, everybody already screen recorded the video, right? She in denial, or he in denial that, you know, that's what they said out their mouth. The entire chat will say, I ain't hear that. So I say, wait a minute. You ain't hear that. Like, nigga, but we all was there when she said it. Nigga, you was the one in the chat writing. So what? Then niggas gotta start pulling receipts. Niggas gotta go get the recording. Just to prove to a motherfucker that they said some shit out their own mouth. Okay. So, I still He said, I can't with their lies and their videos. It just, I be just, you got old people up on this motherfucker. They make old people cry, yo.
Oh, damn.
Like, that's how bad, old people, bro. And they don't give a fuck. They don't care. They will literally swindle a whole 80-year-old out they fucking money, bro. Scam the shit out motherfuckers. Niggas will do a meet and greet and say $25 to get in. Right after the motherfuckers send, they get a couple hundreds. Because everybody want to meet that content creator. They'll cancel it.
Wow.
Niggas start saying they want their money back. Oh, you get kicked out the group. You get blocked. All that shit. And for a motherfucker to send, like, bro, it's like, This shit is brainwashed, yo. They brainwashed, yo. Like, they are mentally fucked up on this bitch, yo.
Gosh.
I just be like, yeah, I can't do this shit no more. So, like, it fucked my mental up.
Right,
Because
right.
I was about to be up on this bitch, like, bitch, I drink every day. Stop playing with me. But mentally wise, I just was like, bro, like, I'm so tired of this shit. Like, because for real, like, I try to start the day, like, with a
Right, a positive.
a positive note, but then a motherfucker want to steer me wrong.
Yeah.
Like, why you get up so angry in the morning?
And your supporters see it. They see it, and they see that you growing, you blocking the hate and shit, and they see that you doing your own thing now.
He says, stop saying you're in the B sector. I'm not over there. I'm not nowhere. For real, like, I'm gone. I'm not giving nobody no energy. Man, Sophia, we gonna do our learning time because Sophia was moving, yo. You should have seen her. She was moving. Just
Getting
moving.
better and better.
Yeah. Mentally wise, I had to.
Keep doing your thing, shit. Motherfuckers that don't like you will still be watching you some kind of way.
Oh, hell yeah. Of course. And that is like, why? If I'm going to something else, then why would you watch me?
Could you inspire them some type of way? It gotta be. A motherfucker ain't gonna watch a person they don't like. They don't want to own up to it, but so they must be inspired, or I guess you motivating them some kind of way. Like, take it that way, like, cause I ain't watching the motherfucker I don't like. So if I watch you, you gotta be something, you know.
I think it gotta be in that bracket. Like, I gotta like you for real.
It's your
Like I
personality.
told you.
It's your personality, so you know that's gonna have, you know, people gonna gravitate to it.
Y'all, we about to get up off of here. I only came up on here and talked about the mental. No, I wasn't about to say that. I was about to say something else. But I only came up on here just to talk about the mental stability disorders because I came a long way. And I see that a lot of people, I seen that a lot of people like is really tired as well as I am, but I see it to where like it's a lot of problems with people and they don't see it. And you know, my growth, I came a long way. I think mentally wise, people really gotta look within and just figure out where they want, where, like, in a couple years, do you really see yourself, you know what I'm saying, being on YouTube? And if you do, will you be able to change your channel to a different perspective? Because I know you don't think you're going to be up on here in another 3 to 5 years beefing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just like, is y'all up on here for the money? And can you do it positively? Because we already got enough black motherfuckers dying out here getting locked up over dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Can you do something else? Because the beefing and, you know, doing all the dumb shit on each other is played the fuck out. Literally. And if you don't see yourself up on here doing something positive, then you need to go. You need to go. It's so messed up because it got you brainwashed so bad that you really don't think that far. But you prefer to turn a person's life down or your life down in the process of turning the next person's life down.
Right.
That's mentally disabled shit. And that's just in general, like not even on the sector, because you got people tearing down the next person down this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Like they shit don't stink.
Yeah, and I just think like everybody gotta take a couple days off and just look in the mirror at themselves and get some clarity or something, because you niggas are stupid. Like, so we getting off of here. Oh, my thing is not. Oh, there you go.